Many people asked on the comment section of one of my videos why you should not tell a man you want a relationship. So I thought I will make a video to answer this question in more details. Let's use this example to discuss the topic. The person says, on the same token, if a man does not know that you want a relationship, he may think that you only want something casual because you did not make it clear. There are a couple of things that I need to address in this video. The first thing is, if a man wants a relationship with you, if he's the one who wants it, you showing him you want a relationship will have no effect on his desire to want a relationship with you. Meaning that if he likes you, it doesn't even matter if you like him back. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if you already are with someone else. He's going to start pursuing you and try to convince you to be with him. What does that mean? It means you don't need to tell a man you want a relationship with him for him to want it. And the same goes for if he wants something casual. It doesn't matter if you tell him you want a relationship. If he's not serious about you, you telling him will not change his mind. It may just make him deceive you and tell you what you want to hear in order to get what he wants. So if you're thinking, well, how would I know if we are on the same page without telling him I want a relationship? Or if you're thinking that you may waste your time, with the wrong person if you don't tell him, or that he might not take you seriously, you're wrong. It's not going to do anything with respect to how a man perceives you telling him you want a relationship or not. But there are other things that would affect his judgment, and those things are not said, and I'm going to talk more about them later on in this video. The second thing I want to say is, saying to a man that you want a relationship comes across desperate and masculine because it is too direct. Not only does it take away from the mystery, but it also does not inspire a man to work for you. A more feminine and better way to do that is to convey the idea that you are the relationship type or the wifey type, and that you don't do casual and you don't waste your time without saying a word. I touched upon this topic on previous videos. For example, my video about how to be mysterious, or my other video on how to be a charming woman, which will both be linked in the description below this video. Everything about you should suggest that you are wifey or relationship material at the very least. Your non-verbals, your standards, the way you carry yourself, and what you accept to do and not to do. And now I'm going to give you some examples of how to convey that idea. Number one, your ability to say no. If you are the relationship type, you're going to say no to a lot of things. You're going to say no to sex too early, to sexting, to calling at his place late at night. Say no to being the side chick, and many other things that you feel a man would not ask if he was serious about you. Number two, your readiness to walk away. Again, a woman who wants a relationship is a woman who takes herself seriously. If things are not up to your standards, if he does something inappropriate, if he tells you he's not ready or not sure what he wants, or if you see other red flags, you must always be ready to walk away. What I'm saying is, you must know in advance what your threshold is, what your boundaries are, and you must walk in a situation with the mindset of being ready to walk away if boundaries are crossed. And as you do that, and you carry that being okay to lose the person type of energy, a man will sense it intuitively, and he will think, well, this girl means business. This girl is not the sort of girl you mess with, and he'll take you seriously. Number three, show him that you care about him as a person. For example, by paying attention to what he says and by remembering things which seems to be significant to him. For example, if you remember that he said he liked a certain color and you wear that color on the next date, or if he tells you about his sister's birthday and you remember, things of that nature. You've got to become a good listener. That's a good advice in general, but particularly if you want to show someone that you care about them as a person and that you want a relationship with them. Number four, you introduce him to friends and then maybe some members of your family. It's not only a good way to show him that you are serious and that you want a relationship, but it's also a good way to know if he has the same intentions towards you. Now, don't take him to some family function right away. You must wait a little bit for that. But the opportunity to introduce him to a friend who invited you to his party, for example, could present itself, and so you could consider inviting him to come along. Lastly, if a man asks you on a date, what are you looking for? Or if he asks, are you looking for a relationship? Here are a few ways to answer this question in an indirect, subtle way. You can answer saying, well, if you mean, do I see myself in the future in a relationship with a man, then married with a family? Yeah, for sure. A more playful way to answer would be to flip the script and ask him, what do you think? Do I look like I'm looking for a relationship? You can also say, I would not be here if I wasn't. Or you could say, I don't like to waste my time, so yeah, I'm only dating in the view of a relationship. You see, I would never say to a man directly that I want a relationship, because I don't want him to think that I validate him and that I want a relationship with him. I want him to prove himself to me and that, he's relationship material and that he has good intentions, even if he doesn't know yet where I stand. Thanks for watching.